Hello, I'm Paul. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, I'm at Perfume Point in Napier, New Zealand for the monthly classic car meet. This month is a good turnout and a lot of British and European cars, so we'll be focusing on them today. We'll get into it right after this message. When your classic car cover is coming up for renewal, try our club scheme arranged with Peter James Insurance. It offers great rates and a range of exclusive benefits including free salvage retention and multi-vehicle options. Just click the link in the description below to get a quote. At this side of the field there were a number of members of the Hawke's Bay British and European Car Club had parked, starting with the Mark II Escort, and beside the Escort this blue Ford Capri GT. This is the 2-litre model. Next, another Mark II Escort. This is the 1.3L, same as the one I used to have, with these old 70s louvers on the back window. Never a fan of those in the UK, but here in New Zealand, where the sun can be strong, not such a bad idea. And unlike my Mark II Escort, this one's in beautiful condition. Next up, the first of no less than 4 Mark I Cortina GTs seen at the show, all in stunning condition. Just look at the interior there, it's beautiful. Personally, I would have preferred it to have the hubcaps on the wheels, but that's just me. Love the little GT badge on the rear wings, and of course those instantly recognisable rear light clusters. Fabulous.
Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, we need your help. All we're asking is for you to take just a second to hit the subscribe button, and also do the same with the like button. Thank you, we do appreciate your support. Now, back to the video.
This is another Mark II Escort. This one's the 1600 model, presented in absolutely amazing condition. Just look at the finish on that. Stunning. Who would have thought back in the 1970s that you could see one all these years later looking this good? This is the second of the Cortina GT Mark Is seen at the show. This one looking absolutely terrific, the same as the last one. Just look at the gloss on the bodywork. Everything looks just so exactly as it was supposed to be. Love it. This white Triumph 2500, first registered in 1982, and according to the registration details it was built in gold, so possibly it's had a colour change at some point, or maybe the records are just wrong. As you can see, this one's an automatic. The seats look to be in good condition under the sheepskins, which I think are just there because of the hot weather around here. We all remember what 70s vinyl was like, so an excellent idea. Next up, another Mark II Escort, this one again a 1600, and as we can see the owners having a bit of fun with this one, lots of upgraded trim or custom parts added to give it his own personal touch. Why not? This VW Beetle was a 1978 model with a 1.6 litre engine. Absolutely fantastic condition. Just look at the engine bay, it looks brand new. Beautiful, and a real credit to its owner. And I love the addition of the sunroof too. Beautiful car. I've seen this XK8 several times at the show, 4 litre engine, just beautiful. It's for sale, which keeps tempting me, but no, maybe not. This one's a V8 Stag, Jeremy Clarkson voice, Stag. From memory, I believe this one is owned by the chairman of the Hawke's Bay British and European Car Club, and doesn't it just make you want one? And just take a look at the engine, beautiful. Again, a real credit to the owner. Next up in blue is 1955 Ford Zephyr 6. I'll admit that ever since I was a kid I've never liked the styling of these. However, seeing this one so beautifully presented, so amazing, it makes you think again. Lovely, and it's for sale. Beside the Zephyr was a little row of Morris Minors, which I've walked fairly quickly past, not because I don't like them, but because I've focused on them before, all apart from this one here, which I had a closer look. Some of those Minors around this one looked kind of concourse, almost perfect. This one is more what you'd call honest, I suppose, and how they generally used to look back in the day. Very nice. And beside it, just look at the presentation of this one. Real attention to detail, care, love, and no doubt money lavished on this one. Fantastic. The next car to catch my eye was this 1957 BMW Isetta, built under license from an Italian design. The BMW, with its 300cc engine, became the world's first mass production car to achieve fuel consumption of 3 litres per 100 kilometres. That's 94 mpg. This old beauty is a 1964 Volvo Amazon, or more correctly called the 122. Built from the mid-1950s until 1970, would you believe? So it overlapped with Volvo's much more modern 144 series. Still a cracking car. This little Japanese beauty is a 1973 Datsun 1200, confusingly named because it has a 1.8 litre engine. Really tidy little car, this. Needing no introduction to most of us is this 1983 Ford Cortina Ghia. This is the 2-litre model, also generally referred to as the Mark V, although I believe Ford never gave it that moniker. Very tidy, this one. Oh look, friends of Zebedee, velour-tastic, mate. Whatever happened to velour? Arguably not a classic, but for me this was the car of the day. It's the 2010 Morgan Aero Supersport. It has the usual Morgan trademark ash frame and a 4.8 litre BMW V8 engine. Yes, please. Now for an American car, this is the 1948 Ford Mercury 8 with a 4-litre engine. Absolutely huge and very beautiful. This one's a bit of a Marmite car. It's a 1982 Ford Capri 2.8 injection. Certainly have a almost cult following, these. And here's another very tidy Stag, this one in a typically 70s blue shade. Very, very tidy indeed. And here's another car that probably needs no introduction to many of you, a 1966 Daimler V250 V8 featuring Edward Turner's brilliantly designed V8 engine. And just look at that interior. Gorgeous car from front to back, probably the best 250 I've seen. Here's another Ford Cortina Mark I, the GT again in fantastic condition. I'm afraid I've lost count of how many we've seen. Is it 3? Is this number 3 or number 4? Anyway, lovely car, and it's for sale. I'm no expert when it comes to American cars, but I just had to stop and look at this 1959 Ford Thunderbird with its 5.8 litre engine. Quite an amazing creation. Over the top, definitely. Interesting, for sure. Glad I saw it. Just look at the rear end of this thing. It's ridiculous, but incredible. The fins, the chrome, the lights, all of it. Love it. No prizes for guessing where the inspiration for Ford UK's 1960s Zodiac Mark III came from.
Since you're still here, we can only assume you've been enjoying the video, which is great. Please show your appreciation by subscribing, click on the like button, and why not leave us a comment? We do always respond, and it really helps us out. Thanks very much.